today we are playing Rocket League again, but it'll be a different video this time because today we are doing a tips and tricks video on Rocket League on how to just be a better player on Rocket League. I see many noobs making many mistakes that either stop them from making a goal or helps the other team's player make a goal. So hopefully with this tips and tricks video you won't make those mistakes again. So we're going to go on training for now and free play. Okay, so once it loads up. Okay, so when you first come into the game, this is what you first see. You first see the ball and you first see you and the other players. Now this is the kickoff, and some players, they always go straight to the ball. They always go straight to it when there's a kickoff, even though they know that they're not going to make it. Some players go straight to the ball, and this is bad because then your goal is open and anyone can score. So what I advise you doing is, if you're playing in the team, then make sure you communicate with your other players and make sure you tell them who's going to go in defense and who's going to attack that ball. This way you won't let any easy goals in, and you'll be happy that only the much harder goals to save would go in instead of the easy ones. Okay, so that's tip number one. So if you're playing single player by yourself, then you have to kind of judge for yourself. So if the other players are going for the ball, then you have to stay back in the goal defense. If no one's going to the ball, then you must go and you must make this decision quickly, because you know, if you don't make it quickly, then you'll obviously already be put on the defending side and they can easily score a goal. So that's tip number one. Now let's go to the second tip, which is power sliding. That's right. Yes, power sliding. When I first played the game, I see many noobs just whenever they want to get the ball. So for example, they miss the ball there, and then they want to get it back again, so they make this massive long turn just to get to the ball, but then the other player kicks it on their side again, so they're making this massive long turns just to get the ball, and it's really annoying because you don't really get a touch of the ball. And the reason for that is that you need to power slide. And so to power slide with the keyboard, you press shift. So let's say you missed this ball and it's coming the other way. Instead of doing that long turn, you power slide, and look how short it is. It's made much shorter. And then you boost away again. And then you probably score the goal. And I missed. Oh well. Okay, so you have to make sure you power slide. Let's say you miss that ball, oh dear. Power slide and go back at it again. You might waste some time, but you definitely won't waste that much. So yeah. Power sliding is obviously very cool to look at. If you look at a player doing it, it looks really cool. And another good tip, another small good tip, is that sometimes I see players attacking the ball backwards to try and do a reverse goal or something. There's nothing wrong with this, it's okay. But if you finally make a breakthrough, you don't have enough speed to go and get the ball. So what I recommend you doing is doing that power slide, using shift, and then go forward again. It is much quicker and it also looks cooler. Okay, so power sliding is very important. Don't forget about it. Obviously, if you want to go back to the goal for defense as quickly as possible, you would want to power slide as quickly as possible. Another way you can turn very quickly is jump and turn 180 degrees and then go that's kind of a slow process, so I wouldn't really recommend you doing it. So that's 2 tips I told you right now. The next tip to improve your Rocket League game is don't go, if you see a chance, do not go rushing in as soon as possible. I see many players do this. They go straight into the ball, they want to score that goal, that all important goal, and then they totally miss. And so the other team can easily make that goal. For example here, I want to get the ball, and I do get it that time. But some people, they do miss it, or it hits the post and comes out again. So just make sure you stay, you don't be mad with the ball. Make sure you take it patiently. Watch the ball come down. Go to the ball instead of the ball coming to you. Sometimes you have to go to the ball if you want to make that goal. Other times, not so much. So yeah, really. Make sure you're just playing fairly. Yeah. So another good tip actually is, when in doubt, so when you don't know what to do, always go and hit the other player. So you can either hit them with boost and hit them away, or you can hit them really fast when you're traveling really fast, and then they'll demolish. I don't know what you call it, but they sort of demolish and they get sent back to the original spot, which is kind of cool when you're doing 1v1. But sometimes, yeah, it's actually a good thing. So that's why I always say to everyone, when in doubt, always hit the other player. It doesn't have to hurt them as such, but just make sure you hit the other player, because then they won't know, they can't get the ball and you can't get the ball, so then it just stays there. That's very important for when it's near the goal. And if you have a teammate, they can come and support you. Now, a very hard tip actually. I wouldn't really recommend it all the time. I would recommend it sometimes, but not all the time. And this tip is flying. As you probably all know, you can sort of fly in this game, which is very strange, but yeah, you can fly. And it does look cool, and it sort of is cool. But the thing with flying is that you can easily miss the ball. So, for example, if it's coming up here, and you want to go and get it, so you fly to it, but you totally miss it. And what this does is it opens up the defense for everyone else, and then they score. So it's not great in 1v1 situations, or even 2v2 situations actually. If you got a team behind you, then you can fly, and it wouldn't really matter. But I wouldn't always recommend flying. You just have to make those important decisions for yourself. At the end, it could be the difference between you winning the match and you losing the match. So, yeah. Obviously, once you have mastered flying, which is actually very simple, all you have to do is jump and point the nose up, like that. So, with the keyboard, that's probably the S button, and the mouse is the right button. I know some people play with their Xbox or PS3 controllers. You can do that, but I'm not sure what the controls are for that. But yeah, to fly, you jump, put your nose up, make sure your front two wheels are higher than your other two wheels, and then you basically need to press on that turbo thing, and then away you go. Flying isn't really that hard. You can do some awesome tricks on it. You can land the walls, and I can tell you it's really cool. It looks really cool. But but then you also, if you miss it, it's very embarrassing and you probably lost it for your team. So yeah, obviously you can do many things while flying, like that for example. You can forward flip, you can side flip. The very experienced players can do that. I can't, but you know, sometimes it is important to fly towards the ball, especially when it's above somebody's head and you want to get it. So yeah, really, just I think that's it for the tips and tricks. Obviously, when you play your match, don't always think of what to do next. Sometimes it has to be spontaneous. Just make sure you're making those good decisions and you won't really lose a match. The rest of it is just experience. The more you play, the more you understand the physics of the game, and therefore the better you are at the game. But obviously, noobs do make mistakes, and you shouldn't make those mistakes really. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video, guys. I hope I'll see you guys later in another video. I don't know if it's gonna be a Rocket League video or another gaming video. I'm not sure if I should do any more Rocket League videos, but if you really do want me to do these Rocket League videos, then please do like the video, because then I'll know that people are watching the video and I'll obviously do more. But if you don't want me to play any more Rocket League, then please tell me what other games you would want me to play in the future, and I should play them. I will play them. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Last goal. Yay. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope I will see you in another episode. Please continue watching my episodes on Rocket League or any other game. I've made many other games now, and feel free to subscribe. So yeah, that's it for the game. See you later.